Hey YouTube, it's Wednesday afternoon. Culture Confederacy here. Let's talk about Biden, his approval rating. I've got the windows open today. It's springtime. So pardon the background noise here again with my corncob pipe and my coffee. Enjoying some velvet today. But let's get into this. This is, once again, at Breitbart. It says, poll, Joe Biden's job approval underwater in 46 states, including, get ready for it, folks, dark blue California. This is by Jacob Bliss. Came out yesterday, May 10th. It says, President Joe Biden's job approval rating is underwater in 46 states, including the typically dark blue California, according to the CIVIQS, or Civics, Rolling Job Approval Average. So let me give you a list of just a couple of states here where his approval rating is low, including California. We'll start with Alabama. Alphabetically, that's the first state in the union. 25% approval, 66% disapproval. Go to Arizona, 33% approval, 58% disapproval. Colorado, 36% approval, 53% disapproval. Connecticut, 40% approval, 50% disapproval. Let's go to Florida, 35% approval, 56% disapproval. Illinois, 44% approval, 47% disapproval. Indiana, 28% approval, 64% disapproval. I can go on and on. Let's go to Minnesota, 41% approval, 50% disapproval. North Carolina, 34% approval, 57% disapproval. So on and so on. But California, 41% approval, 47% disapproval. This is a state that is dark blue Democrat. You have some Republicans there. I lived in Northern California, which is somewhat conservative. It's got pockets of conservative voters. There are only four. It says here there are only four states where Biden's approval is above water, and they are in Hawaii, 49% to 41%, Maryland 46 to 42%, Massachusetts 46 to 42%, and Vermont 51 to 37. I feel like I'm giving stats here. Overall, the poll showed Biden with only 35% approval from the respondents and a 55% disapproval. Ouch. And 10% who had no opinion. The poll showed Biden with net approval of negative 19. Ooh. This comes nearly 6 months before the midterm elections in November, when the Democrats have little to show for their accomplishments. After being in office for over a year, Biden has some of the lowest approval ratings after dealing with many problems, such as the supply chain crisis, which I'm pretty sure he had a hand in, record high inflation, and botched Afghanistan withdrawal. Additionally, the marquee legislation of his legislative agenda, the $1.75 trillion Build Back Better Act, BBB, has been dead in the water for months. Why do we need $1.57 trillion? And why do we need a president to begin with? I know it's in the Constitution, in the framework, but I think it's time we get rid of the presidency and go back to our states being sovereign and independent. I said it before, we can have common interest, we can have a common currency, but the original intent of the United States was that states are sovereign and independent, and that the federal government's only role was to protect the shores and to oversee international trade. That's it. Everything else was supposed to be left to the states. Social issues such as slavery, that was all supposed to be, back in the day, supposed to be left to the states to figure out. It says here the Civics Rolling Job Approval Average had 199,661 responses tracked between January 20th and May 9th. The tracking model is meant to capture the shifts in attitude of various groups over time across all 50 states and Washington, D.C. these changes can happen either over time or rapidly. Why don't we see what people are saying about this in the comment section below? Someone says, don't get too comfortable. We have another, quote-unquote, summer of love coming. That's funny. And sometime around Labor Day, another new COVID variant that will be used to reimpose masks, lockdowns, and mail-in voting. Dems are going to pull out all the stops with the cheating and fraud with help from Dominion. Remember Dominion? Somebody else writes here, California is only dark blue because the Democrats have codified cheating in that state. Hispanics are in a panic over the far left economic disaster that is the Democrat Party. So if they win this time, it's due to their systematic mail-in voting fraud. And this is in all caps, fraud is the only way Democrats can win anything. Well, Republicans have done that too. Talked about this before, that we have a two-party system that's corrupt and we need more parties running, more representation, and that's why you bring it back to the states. So there is actual representation in the states. Unfortunately, the Democrats are fluent in both fraud and corruption, but not in any foreign language or English, for that matter. Have you heard some of these people, these liberals, talk on TV? And what's with the hairstyles? You notice this? Why is it that all these liberals on TV have bad hair? Somebody please get that guy a comb before he goes on camera. By the way, let's go Brandon. By the way, FJB. Okay. I think California is actually red or purple, and we think that it's blue because they are the best at cheating there, and it's been going on long enough that we assume it must be blue. Now, I got to tell you a little story. For those of you who follow the series, you know that my day job is working in a hotel. Luckily, I'm having just had my schedule changed to where I'll be doing the weekends and have more time during the week to do these channels. I'm thinking of my Instagram account for some reason. I was working on that today, by the way. I'm really getting into doing my Instagram now. Got some more photos posted there. Go to hashtag Jason Composes. I've got some pictures. They're not the bad. The lighting in here isn't all that great, but you'll see pictures of my tattoos and some of the things that are up on my page. Historical, cultural preservation. I've got a few clips of me working on a piece of music, showing a score here or there, that sort of thing. My favorite CD in my collection, the Bernhard Romberg CD. So you get to peek into my world, so to speak. But at any rate, I was talking with somebody working at the hotel now. We had a real nice conversation, and he was from Wisconsin. Really cool guy, older gentleman. And he said that Madison and Milwaukee have such a stronghold on that state that it's hard for anybody around those two cities to have the representation, real representation that they need. So what does that tell you? So you bring this back to the local level, then you have counties and cities competing against each other. It's a great thing. It's a beautiful thing. More competition is a beautiful thing. And with more competition, it keeps corruption down. Works every time. Works every time it's tried. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you think we should just say, hey, to hell with it with the president? Keep the president? Do you think we should bring everything back to the state level? I'm in a good mood today. I'm having a lot of fun. So I love doing these videos for you guys, as you know. This is the real me. This is not fake. This is not funny. By the way, I've got to give a shout out to Brandon Tatum, Officer Tatum. Congratulations, Brandon. He is going to, if you haven't heard by now, this is big news. He's going to be filling in the steps of, what's his name? Oh, gosh, I can't think of it. I'm drawing a blank here. Why can't I think of this name? Larry Elder. He's going to be, he just signed this contract with Salem Radio. So he'll be taking over Larry Elder's spot. Way to go. Way to go. See, us as YouTubers, we can make it if we put our minds to it. Someone writes here, the Republican Party in California is full with rhinos from the Pleistocene epoch, Zero New and Mac. They are missing on a great opportunity to rebuild its base and make it a real opposition party. You want a real opposition party? Go independent. Sorry, these two parties, they're dinosaurs. It's time that they hit the exit. As you move east from the coast, it gets redder and redder. They also don't much like having their churches disintegrated by pink hat lesbians and Antifa types. They spell Antifa Auntifa. Antifa stealing this. Someone writes back. Oregon has universal mail-in voting. It says here, Oregon has had universal mail-in voting longer than any other state. Guess which party has controlled the state ever since it was implemented? I wonder. Oregon, O-R-E-G-U-N, has been screwed up for decades, running except incompetency from them. Okay. Oregon is popular with Marxists who wear plaid shirts. Oregon is controlled by a couple of big cities. The rest of the state is somewhat normal. That's true. I mean, we've seen this thing. This was in the news a while back. In fact, Brian McClanahan did a video about this, that you had these counties in Oregon that wanted to join Idaho. Basically, secede. Well, can you really call that secession? But they wanted to get out of Oregon and join Idaho. More power to the people. That's what I say. Someone writes, 40M up votes. This is funny. I'm hoping for more election fraud. We need a spark to get this party started. Oh, that's great. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. Culture Confederacy saying peace out. Stay safe, everybody. God bless this great country. I'll catch you next time. And thanks for supporting this thing we call the Culture Confederacy. Again, check me out at my Instagram page, hashtag Jason Composes, and then you can catch me at Twitter, Culture Confederacy on Twitter. Have a good day, everybody. I'll catch you next time.